These three limiting beliefs were standing in the way of my business success, and I wanted to share it with you guys so that you can work on them, you can change them, and manifest clients, business success, growth, extraordinary impact, all of those beautiful things. Hello, YouTube family. Welcome in. My name is Jaslyn Kaur, and I'm a business coach. Let's get into it. Number one limiting belief. Okay, I was not aware that I actually had this limiting belief. So I, when I started my business, okay, I kept having clients that would ghost me. Like they would book an appointment with me and then they would not show up on the appointment, the like the discovery call itself, right? And I would just be sitting there. I would be like, what a waste of time. I could have done marketing, I could have done this, like I'm running my business all by myself, like blah blah blah. Like it was just trigger me so much, and I had no idea why. And until one day I asked myself, why am I getting ghosted? And then I asked myself, am I ghosting myself? And I was like, yes. You know, a queen wakes up in the morning and she acknowledges herself, she validates herself. It's been 3 years, you know, I've been living alone and I don't talk to myself. Like, I literally live like a ghost. I always have a course playing, a meditation playing, but I don't talk to myself. So I started small. I started saying, good morning, Jaslyn. This is your safe place. Like, hi, how are you feeling today? Because, see, when you live with a partner, when you live with roommates, when you live with your family, they are always talking to you, right? But when you are living alone, nobody's asking you how you are doing, and there's like silence all the time. And the way that I was ghosting myself, of course, like the first thing in the morning, I was connecting, I was doing a check in with God, and but I wasn't checking in with myself essentially. And the voices in our heads, like they are not ours, they are programmed, right? So between eh, your ages, whosoever like raised you, their voices is sort of in your head because you saw them, right? And between ages 0 to 7, we have mirror neurons. So whatever we see around ourselves, we we essentially copy that and that becomes our belief. So I always saw the women in my family always take care of men and not themselves. So I, like, it was wired that, okay, like we don't take care of ourselves until, of course, I was filled with anxiety. I had so much anxiety that I would have panic attacks. And I'm like, why is this happening? If thinking about other people was so noble, why am I suffering? And that's when I realized, no, you gotta first take care of you, and only then you can take care of other people. Sort of like everyone says, yeah, like in, how, for example, in the aeroplane, you gotta put your own oxygen mask. Um, and not because you won't be able, like, you have to, like, you have to put your own oxygen mask and not the other people. Like, not save and protect other people. First, you need to protect yourself. I have heard this so many times, but to actually implement it, and I was so unconscious of this pattern, like, until one of my coaches pointed this out, I was like, that makes so much sense. Oh my God, I don't acknowledge myself at all. So, I did a check in this morning. I'll give you an example. I was doing my makeup. Okay, that's the time I talk to myself. And I was like, hi, hi, baby Jasleen. That's the name I've given my inner child. And I was like, how are you feeling? And then I had a little like cramp in my stomach. So I was saying like, oh, I'm in pain. My tummy hurts. So I was like, I acknowledge you. I validate you. That's tough. Let's surrender this pain to God, and like God will take care of it. Okay. And God will convert it into unconditional love. And when I spoke to her, she was like, I had a knowing that she was saying, "Okay, I feel I feel heard and seen." And to just make her feel heard and seen, like, you guys, I'm 29. It took me 29 years to do something which is so simple, but I had so much resistance. I was like, talking to myself, that is so psycho, right? But no, that is not. We call our friends, we ask them how they're doing, how they're feeling. Why are we not calling our inner child, right? So this is the way I do it. So if you are experiencing that, you know, if you're a coach or a therapist or you have any type of service, right? Like on the discovery calls, people are ghosting you. You need to ask yourself, where are you ghosting yourself? Are you checking in with you? Okay. Okay. Limiting belief number two. This changed, like, this literally changed my life. I'm not kidding. So I don't know about you, but I was raised in an Indian family, and I remember clearly in grade 10, you gotta choose your career, okay? There's like in India, you have to choose your stream. It's like either like the sciences, the engineering field, the arts field, and the commerce field, right? And I remember clearly, like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna choose arts, I'm going to be a teacher. And I remember the conversation. My dad was getting ready for work and he asked me, "Well, what are you choosing?" Right? You're stepping into grade 11. And I'm like, I'm going to choose arts because I want to be a teacher. And I remember him saying, "Oh, that's not enough money. Choose commerce because then you can be an accountant and that's lots of money." And, I said, "Okay, yes, dad." And I went ahead, I chose commerce, I became an accountant. But that like really killed my soul. I wasn't really happy in that career. And God bless my father. He was like, he saw in his generation which careers paid well, right? So he gave me his advice. But when I first started my therapy business, I had this limiting belief that certain careers make it, which was, doctor, lawyer, engineer, a skilled worker, right? And these careers of like therapist and coaches and all of that, like this career, I didn't realize I was having this limiting belief, but subconsciously I had this belief that only certain careers make money. So when I opened my business, I was asking like, I'm doing all the work. Why am I not making the money I wanted? And it, when I understood that, wow, I like in my subconscious, there's a belief that only certain careers make it. So this career, that's why, like you are subconsciously, you have this belief that this career won't work, and you are manifesting it in real time. And when I realized this, I really had to talk to baby Jasleen because listen, like I was like, I know you were told that you will not make it. Okay. I told her, like, I know you sort of, that was the programming, right? But I'm here now. And I reminded her that we can change our beliefs. No, like beliefs are not absolute. You know, it's not like once you have a belief, you cannot change it. You can change it. So I was like, I know you don't believe in this business. I know that was your programming. But now, with the knowledge we have, things are different because the new knowledge we have is that our thoughts and our feelings create our reality. We are the creator of our life. And when you were in grade 10, you did not have this knowledge. So you just um, took advice from your father and you accepted it. But I am here, you are safe. Because you guys, I felt so much fear in my business. I felt so much anxiety. I felt so much like that nudge that something is really wrong. Like I felt so much panic. And when I had this chat with my inner child that you're safe, I'm going to take care of you, I'm going to provide for you, this all careers work. Even your passion career works, even your dream career works. It works because you are the creator of your life, right? You can create anything. So when I had that chat, I felt ease in my business. Like for the first time, there was this sense of calmness because earlier I would just wake up like a maniac. I would be like, I need to like um forget exercising, forget breakfast, like I just need to like go market, sell, and like hunt for clients, right? But no, after like this mindset shift, like totally, it was such a big aha moment. I was like, that is why things are not working. It's not my marketing, it's not my strategy, it's my belief. Okay, so if you open your business and it's not working, ask yourself, do you actually believe that businesses do work? What are your beliefs about businesses? What is your belief about your career? I don't know, whichever career you are. Okay. Third, okay, so the third limiting belief was that anytime I would go live, anytime I would have an idea of a webinar, I would just assume people will not show up. And that is so beyond, because you know what? I had this doubt and I still did it. And I would feel so much resistance. But when I first started doing, I was so nervous. I was like so insecure. And then I asked my inner child, what is wrong with you? Not like what is wrong with you, like why is there so much resistance? So my inner child, so, being live, doing webinars, that's fun. So I remember in when I was a child, I would go to school and I would come back and I would study. Like I would do homework, and when I would do my homework, then I was allowed to go outside and play. And I remember when I would go outside, it would be dark, and all the kids would like go to their houses, and I remember crying with a tree. I remember feeling like, oh, I'm not allowed to play. This is so unfair. People don't show up when I want to play. So doing live was like play for me. And I'd automatically assumed that people will not show up because of that experience, right? So whatever idea you have, where you have a nudge that, because here's the thing, I went on live and then later on I got clients. And then I was like, this is so easy. This is so easy, right? But it's easy because that's play. That's like my playground for me, right? For somebody else, in their marketing, their playing looks very different. Some people play with writing. They don't like to come up and do videos. I personally love videos and I love doing lives. So like behind every resistance, there's a story, there's an unconscious story. Okay. And I just shared these three stories with you guys so that you get to ask yourself, where in your business are you feeling resistance? Where where are in your business are you feeling insecure? Is it about your marketing? Are you doubting your own abilities to have a great business? So whatever is it, write it down. I swear to God, like there's something about handwriting on paper that activates your subconscious mind, and the things that you are not consciously aware of, like you guys these 3 points, these 3 stories, I wasn't aware. But when I asked these questions, these stories came up, and I was like, what? I'm sabotaging my own business. It's not the economy. It's not like people don't have money. No, this is literally my creation. Okay? So get excited, because once you actually start doing this, you'll see instantaneous results. Okay? And if you need more help, okay, I offer one-on-one business coaching, and this is where we do the deep inner work, and I help you go deeper and transform yourself. So if you're interested in being my client, book a free 15-minute discovery call. Link is in the description box. I love you. You are meant to be bigger. You're meant to be successful. You're meant for so much love. I love you. And thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe, like, and I will see you in the next one. Okay? Take care. Bye.